that sound. It's like the best sound ever. What's up guys, Paramotor here with you. Today I got another topic video for you. It's weird, Paramotor makes videos since when? So I want to make a video about how to deal with a motorcycle accident. It's unfortunately a pretty real topic a lot of times. For us, I mean, the old saying goes like, if you fucking ride, you're gonna wreck someday, you know? And unfortunately for me, it's been true twice. I've had 2 accidents. One of which was definitely my fault. The first one, I was going along a 4-lane road with a turning lane in the middle, and I was on like this part of the lane, and a guy made a really wide right turn and smacked me. I didn't even have a chance to grab a clutch. And then the second time, I was going along minding my own damn business, and somebody decided to fucking stop in the middle of the road. I couldn't stop in time, and I ended up going like boop, like that, and about fucking about the time that my back wheel was off the ground to about that angle, I was like, fuck this, and I let go. I ended up taking a couple short hops and smacking it in the back of a bus. Not fun, not fun. 10 out of 10, would not recommend it. So I just want to give you guys an idea of what to expect after an accident and how to deal with it. And I'm making a sketchy Craigslist fucking deal right now, and I have a gun on me. I'm selling a couple of my old traditional bows like that kind of bows. I always liked them, but I just never use them, and it's like I got too many hobbies, so I'm just gonna get rid of them and make a little bit of money, put it towards something else. So like I said, I've had 2 wrecks. One of them was definitely my fault, one of them was the other. After you realize that you're okay and you take care of yourself and what injuries you have, you're gonna have to deal with 2 things. One is the property damage side of it, and one of it is the personal injury side. The property damage side will most likely be taken care of rather quickly. In about a month, you'll probably, like if you're not at fault, you'll probably have a payout from the other person's insurance or your own. It all depends. And then the personal injury side takes a long time because injuries take a while to develop and whatnot. And this is where I'm meeting this guy. Yes. Let's go meet up this guy. Oh, got an adventure bike. I like it. Alright. Sketchy Craigslist deal done. $100 richer. Let's go fucking get some coke and some hookers. I wonder how much coke and hookers you could buy for $100. I bet you it just kind of depends on the quality of the cocaine and also the hook. Well, so where were we? So I've wrecked twice. There's 2 things you gotta deal with, right? So I talked about the property damage as well as the personal injury side. Property damage will take you about a month to deal with, and then the personal injury side, depending on your injuries, could take like a year. Like mine took about a year and a half when the fucker I met broke my hand. So it sucked. It sucked really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. But after a while, you just get kind of used to it, I guess. So the property damage side is something that I wish I would have known a little bit more about when I wrecked, because when they give you a settlement, they make you sign something and be like, you're not gonna sue us for anything else, kind of shit. And it's like, if they don't give you a fair deal, don't sign shit. Don't sign anything, because these motherfuckers are trying to just get something cheap off you. That's all they're doing. They're just trying to cheap you out of what's yours, right? When I wrecked a bike and I got paid out by somebody else's insurance company, I actually the initial offer they gave me was like $3 grand less than what I paid for it, and the bike was very new. So I was just like, okay, well, what the fuck, you know? So I ended up yelling and screaming at these people for about a month straight before they finally gave me any money, you know? And then I signed something that said, you know, you won't sue us for anything else. And that's a huge mistake. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not fucking get the fucking other driver off of any sort of liability, guys. So if you have the option, be like, I'm not going to sue you for anything else, but now I'm going to fucking sue your driver. Most places have small claims court, and you can take people to small claims court for a varying amount of dollar amount. I think it's under $10,000 you can take somebody's small claims. So when I got wrecked into, and the insurance company was attempting to stiff me out of $3,000, I could have been like, all right, well, I won't go after you anymore, but I'm going to sue your driver for the $3,000 that you're not going to pay out. And that would have been a lot better for me, because it ended up not turning out too well for me, because I got $9,000. $3,000 of what I paid was my trade-in for my Ninja 300. So basically what happened is the guy wrecked my shit and stole a motorcycle from me, is what ended up happening. So always know that when it comes down to property damage, you can sue the other driver and get paid by the insurance company. You need to know that. The personal injury side of things, to be honest with you, is a little bit more convoluted. A lot of your injuries will take a while to develop, and you need to get a good doctor. Like, I broke my hand, so I need a hand specialist, and basically he told me, like, hey, you know, your hand's never going to be the same again. You know, and there's this hand here, and I'm right-handed, so kind of important, right? We're talking about muy importante. And the dude ended up fucking... my lawyer didn't really go after the guys for any more money. I think they ended up settling for about like $11,000 for a permanently disablement, like a permanent disability, which is fucking horseshit, which is total horseshit, to be honest with you. So I could have sued him again for that. I could have sued him for, you know, a lifetime disability. At the time I was a paramedic, and you can't really start IVs when you're fucking half your thumb, or your thumb doesn't work and half your hand sucks. I also can't feel part of my right leg anymore, so that's fun. And I got $7,000 out of the deal, which is honestly fucking horseshit. But anyway, I digress. It got down to it, I ended up getting less than 20 grand for a permanent disability and a new motorcycle. I didn't fare well in the deal. So yeah, that's my advice to you guys. Firstly, there's going to be two major things you got to deal with: personal injury and property damage. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute to get both of them sorted out. The personal injury is going to take longer. So don't be surprised if like you're not going to get paid out for like over a year. The more patient you are, the more money you're going to get out of the insurance company, right? I mean, that's just how it works with everything. Like, if you're going to sell something, wait. If you can wait, because you will make more money in the long run. Like today, I just did a sketchy Facebook or sketchy Craigslist deal for a couple of traditional fucking recurve bows. I didn't use them anymore. I didn't fucking care. I put them on the fastest site possible, and I ended up getting $100 for something I probably paid about $200 for. Depreciation, yeah, but still, if I wanted to get more money, I should have waited, or put them up on some archery sites and waited a little bit longer. Like, I could have gotten more money, but I just don't care. I just want out of them. So that's a perfect example of needing to wait to make more money. So after my wrecks, though, I mean, like, it's hard. I guess another thing you're gonna have to deal with is like PTSD. Like, it's hard to deal with that after a wreck. Like, so my first wreck, when the dude pulled out in front of me and I smashed into the guy so hard I cracked the engine block on the bike. So the bike ended up being totaled, and I only had it for 600 miles. Less than 600 miles, actually. It was like probably like 382, I think, is a number that I just remember. I don't know if that's true or not. And honestly, ever since then I've had PTSD. Every time somebody's about to turn out, I freak out, I slow down. I might honk at them. You know, if there was a road coming out now and I see somebody creeping, like, I get like harsh anxiety from it. Like, I don't enjoy motorcycling as much as I used to because of this guy. And that's another thing I probably could have sued him over, is lack of enjoyment of, you know, an activity. So like, if you're a motorcyclist, like, it was and is like my favorite fucking activity. You know, I'm a motorcyclist. Holy gravel, man, God. So I lost a lot of enjoyment for a long time on my favorite activity. I could have sued him over that too. And plus, the kid shouldn't have been driving. Like, I got his driving record, and it was just like careless and reckless, speeding, failure to control, careless and reckless. And it was like he was 19 years old. Like, how many careless and reckless charges do you get, you know, before somebody does anything? And after he hit me, he ended up getting like a month license suspension and like another careless and reckless and like other shit. I don't remember all the charging language because I was in Ohio at the time, you know. And it was a fucked up situation. It was a really bad day. It was a really bad day for, like, right now I'm getting super anxiety passing this car. And this is why I don't really ride in the city anymore. I fucking hate city riding because there's more idiots in the city than there are in the country, simply because population. If you've never wrecked, don't super stress about it. Just try to ride safe, you know, try to just make good decisions, learn the best you can how to ride. That's an awesome sign. I like seeing that. Learn the best you can how to ride. You know, like, go, I mean, if group riding is your thing, go group ride. You know, ride within your abilities, but try to push yourself a little bit, you know? And that'll help you get better. It'll help you utilize your motorcycle better. I will say, if you ride every day, you are going to be substantially more skilled at motorcycling, right? You do something more, you get more skilled, right? And so ride as much as you can, ride with as many skilled people as you can, and you'll have better skills than I did when I wrecked, at least during my first wreck. In case you guys want to know the details of my second wreck, I was 100% at fault for that. I was actually riding my motorcycle as full-time as I could, so I would take it to work. At the time, I was working as a paramedic, and I probably shouldn't have been riding to work, but I was. And what I was doing was I was actually doing 24-hour shifts, and I was super tired after these 24-hour shifts, and I ended up wrecking into the back of somebody. What happened was there was a short bus. I was behind the short bus. In front of the short bus was I think a texting driver, and the texting driver was stopped at a green light for a significant period of time, and the short bus driver was distracted as well, and he thought she was gonna go eventually, and he just smashed into her. And then after he smashed into her, I was like, oh fuck, because I was falling way too close, and I had to slam on my fucking brakes, or grab a lot of brakes, I guess, and it was just like that. And finally at about noon, I was just like, nope, not doing it, I'm done, and I jumped off. Why is it all smoky over here? But anyway, I jumped off this bike while I was going about 45 miles an hour. Well, I guess I started at 45 miles an hour. I wasn't going 45 miles an hour. And I scooted into the back of a fucking... You remember Beavis and Butthead Do America? Where, like, Beavis gets kicked out of the trunk of the car and he does, like, bah, 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 like that, and then he starts rolling? That was me, but instead of rolling, I just smashed into the back of a bus. 10 would not recommend. It's like the southern fucking Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires, child. I bet you I can do a wheelie. Like, if I let off the throttle and then, like, roll the throttle again, I bet you I can do a wheelie right there. All those dudes in that Jeep were just like, what the fuck is that amazing sound? Oh god. Like the Mortal Kombat theme stuck in my head right now. Mortal Kombat! We need to have like a video series one day, like fucking helmet confessions, like pillow talk inside of a helmet. Oh my good god. Use a blinker! Fuck! Sorry guys, I wasn't yelling at you. I was just yelling at a really shitty driver. You know I love you guys. It's actually kind of cool. Like, you have this neighborhood, and like inside of the neighborhood, there's a shopping complex right back here. And it's like, it's got like a really good Asian food place, and then it's got like some other shit in it too. And it actually goes like way back. It's like this big complex. It's pretty cool. This is your life right here when you're like 30 years old. You don't have fun anymore. You go and get food and then you stay at home. Like, this book bag is legit. It's like a Squad 2, I think. It's like the fucking biggest book bag ever. Besides for your mom's butt. That's bigger. A gaggle of tweens. The Justin Bieber fans are walking towards me. I bet you if I roll by him and like rev my engine, I can get him to scream. Blah blah blah, Justin Bieber, blah blah blah. Jonas Brothers, blah blah blah. Hair ties, blah blah blah. I might need to stop here and take a picture of this thing. Oh man, that looks